Welcome everyone to the Women of Anime Otakus and Geeks. We are on episode 9. I know it's been 2 months since I've done this. As you can see from the channel and life, things happen. You know how it is, guys and ladies. So today we are going to be talking about a highly requested one. I received a couple of DMs over social media about this. I have to tackle her eventually. So today you got it, folks. You requested it. We're going to talk about her. Sayaka Yumi, and forgive me, I usually pronounce this wrong, from Mazinger Z. Probably boxed it, but when do I not botch Japanese names and Japanese titles? I mean, I can rehearse it. It doesn't matter. I can do take after take. This damn stuff is going to kick it in. Anyway, so let's talk about her because this anime, first of all, her appearance was appearing in the 1972 version of it. And she's one of the few female characters that really does have an enduring, lasting legacy. And when she first appears, she doesn't appear as like this supporting character. She's a hero in her own right. And she is the pilot of the Aphrodite A and later the Diana A. And Sayaka blazed a trail for generations of anime heroines to come. And she redefined the possibility for women in the mech genre. So let's do a little bit more of a dive on who Sayaka is. Let's talk a little bit about the origins of our heroine here. So Sayaka Yumi made her debut in the very first episode, The Birth of a Miraculous Robot. She's the daughter of Dr. Jinosuke Yumi, head of the Photon Power Laboratory. Sayaka was raised in a world of science, innovation, and looming danger. With no mention of her mother and her younger brother Shiro to help raise, Sayaka carried that emotional weight of her family early on. At just 16, she stepped into the combat role as the pilot of Aphrodite A, a humanoid robot designed to support the Mazinger Z in battle. While her robot was initially weaker in combat compared to Koji's, Sayaka's courage and persistence were never in question. She faced deadly threats, overwhelming odds, and emotional turmoil, yet always returned to the battlefield with her resolve. Her evolution from support pilot to full-fledged warrior was matched by her transition from Aphrodite A to the more capable Diana A. What made Sayaka stand out wasn't just her piloting ability, it was her personality. And any fan who watches the show knows that she is hot headed, prideful, fiercely independent, and unafraid to challenge authority, especially when it comes to Koji's ego. Her temper and impulsive nature often led to comedic clashes, but underneath that facade and all that bluster was a deeply compassionate and morally grounded young woman. She refused to allow innocents be harmed and regularly placed herself in harm's way to protect others. When Koji was wounded, she stepped up to the plate and didn't hesitate to pilot in his place. And this was an unprecedented moment in the series that showed her capability in leadership. In many ways, Sayaka represents the emerging archetype, tough on the outside, vulnerable and loving on the inside. There are a lot of stuff to love about Sayaka here, and she does such a great job when you really see the way her character is. Like, keep in mind, this is like in 1972 when we're seeing a female character like this. And not saying that there hasn't been characters like her before in anime back in the days, but she really stood out, especially when she took the leadership role. And what really, I would say, one of her key character moments is the destruction of Aphrodite A, because this led her to just really pull down the deep emotional layers of the character here. Because the robot to her wasn't just a machine, this was a representation of her and her as a warrior. And just to discuss certain of her relationships, like her relationship with Koji and the inner conflict that she deals with, you'll see that she is a very, very compelling character. Sayaka's dynamic relationship with Koji remains one of the more defining moments of this series. Equal parts rivalry and affection, their banter was often laced with tension, humor, and genuine concern. While their romance was never overt, the emotional beats between them, her worrying when he was hurt, his admiration for her bravery, hinted at something much more deeper. Her bond with her father, Dr. Yumi, was equally significant. Sayaka respected her father's intellect and leadership, but she often struggled under the expectations placed upon her. She wanted to be seen as more than just the professor's daughter or Koji's backup, and through her actions, she proved that she was more. Even with her rivals and comedic sides like Boss and his crew, Sayaka maintained a core empathy and respect. Whether arguing with fellow pilots or standing firm against enemy threats, she emerged as the emotional backbone of the team. And one of her most prominent roles was in the original series. She continued to appear throughout the franchise's expanded universe. She took on more of a supportive role in spin-offs, and she was reimagining with modernized sensibilities later. Her most powerful appearance came decades later in Infinity, the 2018 theatrical sequel. Now in her late 20s, Sayaka had become the director of the Photon Research Institute, an evolution that symbolized her full transformation from young pilot to respected leader. Her maturity, intellect, and enduring courage helped unite humanity once again in the face of a revived Dr. Hell. So, with that being said, folks, to kind of end this a little bit, I will say this. Sayaka Yumi's impact on anime is undeniable. In a genre dominated by our male heroes and sidekick female characters, Sayaka broke the mold. She wasn't just this damsel in distress, she was a pilot, a fighter, a leader. Her design and personality helped lay the groundwork for future heroines and Mecha and beyond. She also helped shape the immersion trope long before the term existed. Characters like Asuka, Sakura, and even modern day protagonists like Mikasa from Attack on Titans, all a part of their legacy to Sayaka's bold, emotional, rich portrayal. Sayaka was more than just Koji's love interest or the pilot of a support robot. She was the soul of Mazinger. Her character arc, balancing fierce independence with heartfelt vulnerability, made her a revolutionary figure in the 1970s anime and touchstone for generations to come. In a franchise filled with mechanical giants and evil scientists, it was Sayaka's humanity that stood tallest. So thank you, folks, for watching another episode of the Women of Anime. I promise I won't be taking another 2 months to do another one, but I will be back soon with Sailor Moon and the Women of Sailor Moon. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a huge episode. So that might be one of the longest, and that might take some time. So bear with me on that one. So I will catch you guys and ladies next time, later days. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell.